CAT is equal parts concept knowledge, practice, and test strategy. In an exam where 40 to 50% marks are getting you 99th percentile, you need to know which are the right questions to target. You need to familiarize yourself with the test format, and you need to identify what are your common errors. Are there some other issues, such as maybe you're getting stuck in cases or RCs, maybe you're facing anxiety, and you need to figure out how to get rid of as much as possible. At MockCat, we have 25 CAT mocks and 45 CAT style sectionals. But any place where you have high quality mocks, the intent would be to start off taking mocks as soon as possible, given that there are about 3 months. And you need to not just take a mock, but you need to analyze it. There's not much point of taking a mock and then immediately jumping to the next one without analyzing it. Not just at MockCat, typically in most places, you will find a lot of important information which will really help to boost your performance. So what is it that you should analyze? I'll give you an idea section by section, and then towards the end, I'll talk about overall analysis. When it comes to VARC, try any questions that you've not attempted, particularly RCs. Anywhere your accuracy is low, I would say if you've got 0, 1 or 2 marks out of 4, you should just retry it by hiding your responses. And you should also try, of course, any unattempted VA questions. Then you need to ask yourself, did you try out the easiest RCs? What I mean by that is, if in the mock you've solved an RC where you've got 2 out of 4, but there's another RC which you solved later and you got 3 or maybe even 4 out of 4. Or there was an RC where you got 3 out of 4 during the mock, and there was another RC where again you got 3 out of 4, but you got it in a shorter time frame. Then you're missing out on the easier ones. And why did that happen? Were you not able to figure it out, or did you get stuck in a hard RC and you sort of refuse to move on? If not that, what are other common errors, right? Are you maybe, making reasoning errors? Is vocabulary an issue? Are you making silly mistakes? Maybe you're not going back and thinking. What is it that you are doing which is leading to some of the errors? Maybe you need to really prepare and get the techniques right. Maybe you need to practice some more. So there's a lot of errors which could be there, and you'll find out the common ones. And then you can identify what are the major 1 or 2 areas that you could look to focus on till the next week, which is preferably when you're taking the next mock. DILR also in some ways is similar to verbal. So you can try out unattempted cases or cases where your score is low, and also analyze any errors that you have. So one way that your score is low could be that, you weren't able to solve the case, or you were able to solve maybe partly and you got only 1 or 2 questions. The other is that you could have made some errors. It could be because of silly mistakes like misreading the clues or calculation errors, or it could be reasoning errors where you haven't understood the case well. So figure that out. Then you can analyze if you took up the easiest case. Did you get stuck in some hard case, which is why you couldn't go to the easiest, or did you just not realize? And again, what are your common errors, right? Are there silly mistakes like I described? Are they, not letting go of the tougher cases? Or is it that there are some areas where you really need to go and practice a lot more? And most important, what are 1 or 2 things that you can work over the next week or 10 days before you take the next mock and then see a higher score? When it comes to quant, try out the unattempted questions. Now, if you haven't prepared a lot of areas, definitely try out the unattempted questions in the areas that you have prepared. And you can also try out some of the easy questions in areas which you mightn't have prepared. What I mean by that is, let's say you've prepared with arithmetic. So you should definitely try out all the arithmetic questions which are there. And at the same time, you might not have prepared, say, algebra or geometry. But if there are any easy or medium questions in that, you should definitely pick that up and try to solve it. Retry any questions where you've made mistakes and understand why that is. Now, in case of quant, some of the common reasons could be, of course, one is concept errors. Second, it could be silly mistakes, which also can be in multiple types. It could be calculation error. It could be that, you didn't go back and read the question. Maybe they were asking for A's age and you inputted B's age, for example. Something of that sort could also happen. Now, here you can analyze, again, were there any easy questions which you missed out? What are the areas which you need to prep? So coming back to the example which I said, let's say you are done with arithmetic, but you realize that, you weren't able to solve any of the time and speed questions, including the easier ones. So that is probably the goal that you can take for the next week or 10 days. So have a lesser target. You're not looking at, what you're going to do from now till November, but what are you going to do from now till your next mock? And you'll find that that is also something which will not just show you improvements, it will also keep you focused week after week, all the way till November 24th. Now, looking at mocks overall, some of it is obviously a repetition. You would have common error sources. What I mean by that is, what are errors that you are constantly seeing? Are they concept-based errors, in which case you really need to go and prepare, and I would recommend high quality video content if possible? Or are you making silly mistakes, in which case, you might need to just relook at your calculation. You might want to go back and, reread the RC. You might want to just make sure that, you are solving a DLR case well. I'll link 1 or 2 examples of how Vignesh is solving, not as how a 99.9 plus percentiler as he would solve, but even as how someone who's aspiring to an 85 to 99 percentile should solve. And you can get that idea. The next thing would be, are you making any strategic errors? This is the test strategy part. This is actually what we discuss every week at MockCat as we have a test taking strategy session. Are you maybe missing out on the easier questions? Are you not letting go of the hard questions, right? What is preventing you from getting a score that is commensurate to your level of preparation? What is going wrong in the mock itself? What is it that you need to boost? Is it your concept knowledge? Because during the mock, let's take quant as an example, maybe there were many questions that you didn't know how to solve or you got stuck midway. Or is it your speed? Which means that after the mock, there were maybe 5 or 10 questions that you were able to solve, but you weren't able to come to those because you're solving things slowly. Same thing, of course, can happen in DILR as well as verbal. In that case, you need more practice and concerted, focused practice. So the daily POV, which we have for verbal, solving at least 100 cases. Again, you can use our mocks or our daily quizzes on mockcat.com. And similarly, on the quant front, maybe speed concepts to boost your concept knowledge, or speed math and speed quant just for the speed, or doing a lot of the daily quizzes, the practice questions. These are things which will boost your speed. And based on where you stand, there might be specific areas which you want to improve. Maybe you know that you're good in English, but you're just not getting the VARC scores that you should. So you can understand your errors and you can figure out what it is and get the right guidance to sort it out. Or maybe you're just not able to solve a DILR case, in which case you need to see how a 99 plus percentiler or 99.9 plus percentiler is solving it, and try to sort of practice a lot and replicate that method. You can also ask yourself, where is it that you need more guidance? Is your overall score low, which means that you need access to high quality video lessons, maybe even classes to ask doubts, get guidance. See, not just Vignesh and I, right? But see, anybody who has been getting a good score in CAT, how are they approaching the paper? How are they solving? And work on your concept knowledge, work on some of the errors, and work to get there. Because if you get the test taking strategy right, even with the lower preparation, you can actually get a much higher percentile. That's provided you have prepared the right areas. Now, if you want to know what are the right areas to prep, I link a video which I had recently done where I've gone through the entire syllabus and what is the order in which you should prep lessons. And you can start with that and make a plan for the next 3 months to ace CAT 2024. All the best.